Hi everyone! I think it's live now. They told me my connection was poor. My name's Kelly, and I'm so excited to be here with everyone. Hold on, let me move my chair. I'm a new Diamond coach. My upline is Amy Rada, as Carly mentioned, and I am just going to talk to you today about basically how I got to Diamond, what it took, and when I decided to just go for it and believe in myself. So I know Carly is big on your why and your vision and putting it at the forefront of your business, and I'm exactly the same way. So to start off, I'm gonna start off with what motivates me to keep going and pushes me through the no's and the coach cancellations and all of that, and then I'll get into the details of how I actually reached it, or what I believe helped me reach Diamond. So I signed up in January. I never tried any Beachbody products before. I had never even heard of Shakeology. I just knew that I was passionate about fitness and that I was ready to give this my all. I've been in the finance world for 4 years, and I have a 9-to-5 job, and it's not something that I want to do forever, so I use that to motivate me in my coaching business every single day. It honestly pushes me to work harder because I do not want to be behind the desk every day. I want to be a full-time coach. So I'm not sure what type of jobs you all work or what you do, but obviously you're a coach for a reason. So I would say to really think about your vision and your why and reflect on that every single morning. Then use your current situation as your motivation. So when I'm sitting at my desk on a beautiful day or feeling stressed or overwhelmed at work, or when my boss is asking me to do something stupid that I just really don't want to do, I use that and I use those feelings to fuel me. So I'll do whatever task it is that he's asking, and then I'll go sit at my desk and I'll go do 10 reach outs because I'm going to get out of this. I do not want to be at a desk for the rest of my life. I want to be outside. I want to work from wherever. I want to be able to travel whenever I want. I want to be full time, and I'm going to make it happen. So it's just, you need to make sure you have your vision in front of you and just think of it at all times and know that you have the opportunity sitting right in front of you to make that vision a reality. So once you realize and truly believe that you can manifest your dream life, all because of coaching, then that's really when your actions are going to start aligning and show that this can happen. So that's kind of my vision and what motivates me every day. And now I'll get into kind of how or what steps I think helps me reach Diamond. So inviting is number one. And I know that's not something that we want to hear, but inviting is so crucial. When I signed up in January, I haven't hit Success Club until June. And since June, I've been hitting Success Club 10 every month. And that's because I didn't realize what it actually took. And now I know. So you need to be reaching out to 50 people, or I'm reaching out to 50 people every single day. So Monday through Friday, I will make sure I reach out to 50 people. And then Saturday and Sunday, I drop it down to maybe 20 or 30. But more recently, I'm trying to scale it back and do 50 plus between Monday through Thursday, because you'll see that people start to drop off as the week goes on, or during the weekend they don't really respond as much, especially on Fridays. So it's I'd rather save those names and reach out on Monday when they're way more likely to respond. And you always hear about top coaches or full-time coaches who are saying that when they were pushing, they were reaching out to 50 plus people. And I used to always be oh yeah, I'm going to do that sometime because I totally want to be full-time. But I hadn't started that until June, and now I feel I can't go back to 20, because 20 is easy. We should all be at least reaching out to 20 people a day if you're trying to make this a full-time thing. So I would say reach out to 50 plus people. That's really helped me. The next thing is make sure that you're tracking everyone who you invite, because I am so guilty of this. I'm still finding names or conversations where I invited someone and then it just kind of fell off my radar, and I didn't even realize that I invited them. And I'm just like, Kelly, what are you doing? If you would have like reached out or like, I don't know, started the conversation again, then they might have already joined your group. So I would say now every time I send an invite, whether it's to a challenge group or to a coaching event, I make sure I write their name down. So I write their Instagram name, and then I write the date, and then I write whether it was to a challenge group or to a coaching event. And then I'll reach out to those names a couple days before the event, and if they say, oh yeah, no, like not this time, or have some sort of excuse, I'll just write the date, and then the next month I reach out to all of those people that I have from previous months, and I just kind of follow up, and I'm just like, oh, I'm starting a new group this month. I would love to save you a spot. Think you'd want to join us this month? And that's really been working well for me. So I would say definitely make sure you track every single invite that you send. That's so crucial, because a lot of the times people don't even sign up the first time, but when you kind of ask them again, they're more willing to, and they're more ready, and so that'll really help. And then the last thing is your brand. And this I'm still working on. It's kind of like an evolving thing, because we're all kind of changing, and we're always getting into new hobbies or in different areas of life. So for me, I found that a typical transformation, it doesn't do well for me. Mine are more so from skinny to strong. That's where I've noticed that I need to focus more on that, because one time in May, this is when I realized I needed to start doing this. In May, I did my first like skinny to strong picture, and I got over 600 to 700 followers in about 3 days. And so I was like, okay, I kind of need to run with this. So you definitely need to figure out what your brand is and kind of see what works for you, and then run with that. Just take it and go, because I still to this day try to do the transformation photos, and they just never get engagement, and I need to stop doing it, but it's hard. So look at your Instagram insights and see what's working and what's not, and if it's not working, just ditch it and just don't look back. I know it's hard because you want to keep doing it, but just forget it. And then the other thing is to post with value. So don't just put a picture up to put it up. Make sure you are putting some sort of inspiration or motivation with it, or maybe tips on eating healthy, or getting in short workouts, or how convenient your workouts are, or maybe even an easy recipe you found. Put the recipe in the caption, or say message me for the recipe, something that is going to add value to their day, because they don't want to just come to your Instagram and just see a picture of you and it's just, I don't know, says something useless, because then they're not going to want to really join your group, because they're like, well, what does she really have to offer? So that has also been a big thing for me, because I didn't used to always try and make sure every post had value, but since then, which was back in May, is when I started trying to make sure everything always had something that they could use. That has definitely helped. So all in all, my tips are to write down your future, write your vision down, write down your feelings that you currently have now in your life. Maybe it's that you don't want to worry about the bills. Maybe it's you hate your job, or whatever it is, and use it to fuel you. Like when you hear all these no's, or you get a coach cancellation, just think about your vision and see that you have the opportunity right in front of you to get to that vision if you just seriously put in the work. So that's all I have. If you want to ask questions, go for it, but if not, thank you, Carly, for letting me pop in, and I hope everyone has a great Labor Day weekend.